Hello, I am Rajesh Kumar. As in previous lecture we have studied about the significant figures, dimensional analysis and laws of chemical combination. In that we have completed already two laws, and the third law in this series is law of multiple proportions. This law was proposed by Dalton in 1803. According to this law, if two elements can combine to form more than one compound, the mass of one element that combine with a fixed mass of the other element are in the ratio of small whole numbers. Example: hydrogen combine with oxygen to form two compounds, namely water and hydrogen peroxide. As hydrogen plus oxygen gives water H2O. In this, 2 gram of H2 and 16 gram of oxygen just give 18 gram of water. The reaction is H2 plus 1 by 2 O2 gives H2O. Second, hydrogen plus oxygen give hydrogen peroxide. Reaction as H2 plus half of O2 gives H2O2. In this reaction, 2 gram of hydrogen, 32 gram of oxygen gives 34 gram of hydrogen peroxide. Here the mass of oxygen 16 and 32 gram combined with fixed mass of hydrogen 2 gram bear a simple ratio, that is 16 is to 32 or 1 by 2. Now the next is Gay-Lussac's law of gaseous volume. This law was given by Gay-Lussac in 1808. He observed that when gases combine or produce in a chemical reaction, they do so in a simple ratio by volume, provided all gases are at same temperature and pressure. Example: combination of hydrogen and oxygen. 2 volume of hydrogen always combine with 1 volume of oxygen to produce 2 volume of steam, that is water vapor. Reaction: 2H2 plus O2 gives twice of H2O, that is steam. Just we can say 100 ml of hydrogen plus 50 ml of oxygen give 100 ml of H2O. In this case, in this reaction, we can say that 2 volume of hydrogen is combining with the 1 volume of oxygen and giving 2 volume of water, that is H2O. The ratio between the volumes of reactants and products is 2:1:2. Combination between hydrogen and chlorine. 1 volume of hydrogen and 1 volume of chlorine always combine to form 2 volume of HCl gas, as H2 plus Cl2 gives twice of HCl. In this reaction, 1 volume of hydrogen combine with 1 volume of chlorine and gives 2 volume of HCl. The ratio between the volumes of the reactants and the products in this reaction is simple, 1:1:2. Hence, it illustrates the law of combining volumes. Next is Avogadro law. Avogadro proposed this law in 1811. According to this law, equal volume of all gases under similar conditions of temperature and pressure contain equal number of molecules. Avogadro made a distinction between atoms and molecules, which is quite understandable in present time. Example: 2 volume of hydrogen combine with 1 volume of oxygen to form 2 volume of water vapors, as twice of H2 plus O2 gives twice of H2O, that is steam. In this reaction, 2 volume of hydrogen is combining with the 1 volume of oxygen giving 2 volume of water. Applying Avogadro hypothesis, hydrogen plus oxygen gives water. H2 plus 1 by 2 O2 gives twice of H2O. 1 molecule combining with the half molecule of oxygen to giving 2 molecule of water. Thus, 1 molecule of water contains half molecule of oxygen but one molecule of water contains one atom of oxygen. Hence, half molecule of oxygen is equal to one atom of oxygen. One molecule of oxygen will be equal to two atoms of hydrogen. So, atomicity of oxygen is 2. Next is Dalton's atomic theory. To describe the structure of matter which could explain the experimental facts known at that time about element, compound and mixture, and also the laws of chemical combination. John Dalton in 1808 put forward a theory known as Dalton atomic theory. Dalton published a new system of chemical philosophy in which he proposed the following. Number 1 as matter consists of invisible atoms. Second is all the atoms of a given elements have identical properties including identical mass. Atoms of different elements differ in mass. Third point, compounds are formed when atoms of different elements combine in a fixed ratio. Chemical reaction involve reorganization of atoms. These are neither created nor destroyed in a chemical reaction. Now the next is atomic mass and molecular mass. First is atomic mass. The mass of an atom is very small because atoms are extremely small. Today we have sophisticated techniques such as mass spectroscopy for determining the atomic mass. The present system of atomic mass is based on carbon 12 as the standard has been agreed upon in 1961. In this system, 12 carbon is assigned a mass of exactly 12 atomic mass unit, that is AMU, and mass of all other atoms are given relative to this standard. One atomic mass unit is defined as a mass exactly equal to 1/12 the mass of one carbon 12 atom. Hence, 1 AMU is equal to 1.66056 into 10 to the power minus 24 gram. Example, mass of an atom of hydrogen is equal to 1.6736 into 10 to the power minus 24 gram. In terms of AMU, the mass of hydrogen atom is equal to 1.6736 into 10 to the power minus 24 gram divide 1.66056 into 10 to the power minus 24 gram. So that will equal to 1.0078 AMU, atomic mass unit. Note, AMU, that is atomic mass unit, today has been replaced by a symbol that is U, which is unified mass. Now the next is molecular mass. Molecular mass is the sum of atomic masses of the elements present in a molecule. Molecular mass is obtained by multiplying the atomic mass of each element by the number of its atoms and adding them together. We will take an example. Molecular mass of CH4 methane can be calculated as CH4 contain one atom of carbon and 4 atoms of hydrogen. So we will add up the atomic masses of each element like this: 12.011 U, that is a mass of carbon, plus 4 into 1.008 U, that is mass of hydrogen. So the molecular mass of methane will be 16.043 unit. Second one is molecular mass of H2O can be calculated as H2O is equal to, as the atoms of hydrogens are 2, so it will be 2 into 1.008 U plus mass of oxygen 16.00. So the molecular mass of water is 18.02 U. Molecular formula mass. The formula of any substance is used to calculate the formula mass instead of molecular mass. Example, the formula of sodium chloride, that is NaCl. The formula mass of NaCl is equal to, again, atomic mass of sodium plus atomic mass of chlorine, as the atomic mass of sodium is 23.0 U plus atomic mass of chlorine is 35.5 U. So the atomic mass of NaCl will be 58.5 U. Now the next topic is mole concept and molar mass. Atoms and molecules are extremely small in size and their numbers in even a small amount of any substance is really very large. To handle such large numbers, a unit of similar magnitude is required. Just as we denote 1 dozen for 12 items, gross for 144 items, we use the idea of mole to count entities at the microscopic level. Atoms, molecules, particles, electrons, ions. 1 mole is the amount of a substance that contains as many particles as there are atoms in exactly. As 12 gram, 0.012 kg of the carbon 12 isotopes. Mole of a substance always contain the same number of entities no matter what the substance may be. The mass of carbon 12 atom was determined by a mass spectrometer and found to be equal to 1.992648 into 10 to the power minus 23 gram. Knowing that 1 mole of carbon weighs 12 gram, the number of atoms in it equal to 12 gram mole 12 carbon, that is 1.992648 into 10 to the power minus 23 gram divided by 12 carbon atoms. So it will be 6.0221367 into 10 to the power 23 atoms per mole. This number 6.0221367 into 10 to the power 23 atoms entities in 1 mole is so important. It is known as Avogadro constant, denoted by Na. We can therefore say that 1 mole of hydrogen atoms is equal to 6.0221367 into 10 to the power 23 atoms. The mass of 1 mole of a substance in gram is called its molar mass. Example, molar mass of water is 18.02 per mole. Now the next is percentage composition. The percentage of each element in a given composition of a sample or substance can be calculated. So we can check the purity of a given sample by analyzing this percentage composition. The percentage composition of an element can be calculated as mass percent of an element is equal to mass of that element in compound divided by molar mass of that compound and multiplied by 100. Example, water, that is H2O, which contain hydrogen and oxygen. So we can calculate the percentage of hydrogen and oxygen in this water molecule. Molar mass of water, as we have previously calculated, 18.02 gram. Mass percentage of hydrogen is equal to 2 into 1.008 divided by 18.05 and multiplied by 100 will be 11.18%. Mass percentage of oxygen 16.00 divided by 18.02 and multiplied by 100, that will be 88.97%. Empirical formula and molecular formula. Empirical formula, it represents the simple whole number ratio of various atoms present in a compound. Molecular formula shows the exact number of different types of atoms present in a molecule of a compound. If the mass percent of various elements present in a compound is known, its empirical formula can be determined. Molecular formula can be further be obtained if the molar mass is known. Relation between empirical formula and molecular formula. Molecular formula of a compound is simple whole multiple of its empirical formula. Expressing mathematically, molecular formula is equal to n into empirical formula, where n is an integer such as 1, 2, 3. When n is equal to 1, in this case molecular formula will be equal to empirical formula. N is equal to molecular mass upon empirical formula mass. We will take one example. As a compound contains 4.07% hydrogen, 24.27% carbon and 71.65% chlorine. Its molar mass is 98.96 gram. What are its empirical and molecular formulas? We can calculate it as we will solve this stepwise. First step, calculation of empirical formula. As we have taken first carbon, element is carbon, percentage of element as given in the question is 24.24. Atomic mass of element is 12. So we can calculate the moles of carbon here. Moles of element as 24.27 divided by 12 is equal to 2.02 moles. Second element for hydrogen, element is hydrogen, percentage of element as given in question is 4.07, atomic mass of element is 1. So we can calculate the number of moles applying as 4.07 divided by 1 is equal to 4.07 moles. Our third element as we have taken in the question, that is chlorine. Element is chlorine, percentage of element is 71.65. Atomic mass of element is 35.5. So we can calculate the number of moles as 71.65 divided by 35.5, that is 2.02 moles. As we have calculated the number of moles for these three elements. As in further, simple molar ratio is C, we have calculated 2.02, 2.02 is equal to 1, as we have divided the minimum number of molar mass by as we have get the number of moles. So for the carbon it will be 2.02 divided by 2.02 is equal to 1. For the hydrogen it will be 4.07 divided by 2.02, that will be equal to 2. And for chlorine 2.02 divided by 2.02, that will be equal 1. So simple molar ratio will be carbon, hydrogen and chlorine is 1:2:1 as shown. So the empirical formula is CH2Cl. We have to multiply C with 1, hydrogen with 2, Cl with 1. So we will get the formula CH2Cl. Now after first step, the second step, calculation of empirical formula mass. We have get the empirical formula, that is CH2Cl. Mass of carbon is 12, mass of hydrogen is 2 and mass of chlorine is 35.5. So empirical formula mass will be 49.5. And in third step, calculation value of N. N is equal to molecular mass upon empirical formula mass. Molecular mass as previously given in the question, that is 98.96, and empirical formula mass we have calculated in second step, that is 49.5. So N is equal to 98.96 divided by 49.5 is equal to 2. So the value of N is 2. Step fourth, calculation of molecular formula. Molecular formula is equal to N into empirical formula. We have got the value of N is equal to 2 and we have got the empirical formula, that is CH2Cl. So molecular formula will be 2 into CH2Cl is equal to C2H4Cl2. So in the next lecture we will study stoichiometry and stoichiometric calculations, limiting reagents. Thank you.